I can tell you exactly how the rest of this train wreck craptastic season and the rest of Aaron Rodgers' career is going to go.
Can you do it to the
ready?
melody of I Can Show You the World? Go!
No.
Song is actually A Whole New World.
It's A Whole New World, yeah.
But I wanted you to key you up with the first line of the song.
Yeah,
Should we feed it into AI?
No. There's no one to tell us no or where to go or to say we're only dreaming. It's fine. A new fantastic point of view. It's like a shooting
really
star.
Yeah.
We've come so far. Yeah. And now, Peebo Bryson and Natalie Cole. A Whole New World.
Anytime we get Peebo Bryson into the show, we've won.
First of all, let me tell you this: the Jets lose yesterday to the Cardinals, and obviously it's Jets football for 40 years.
Wait, I thought we're done with the Jets.
They give you this is the funeral.
I thought we're done wasting America's time.
I'm telling you what's going to happen for the rest of Aaron Rodgers' career.
He's going to suck and retire.
Okay, but that's a
wow. That was really succinct.
That is very succinct.
That was really well done.
We have to get a little bit more.
That was an economy of words right there.
A little bit more detail than that. Is that look the effort yesterday? The Jets have too many games like this, right? All the time where they come up flat and they give you hope, and then they come up with bad performance and a lack of effort, and that's 40 years of the Jets, right? Doesn't matter if it's Jeff Ulbrich or Robert Saleh. It doesn't matter. Todd Bowles makes no difference. They give you hope, and then they come up with. They fall short on expectation. They fall short on effort. Again, how are you flat when it's a must-win game and the Cardinals looked like a team that was a varsity scrimmaging against the JV? Every play was chunk yards. Everything the Cardinals wanted to do, they did. They were averaging 7 yards a carry. They had 25 plays in the first half, 12 first downs, right? The Jets are just abysmal. Now, the two things for Aaron Rodgers, right? The micro and the macro point. The micro point is this. My biggest fear for him is realized. He just can't go downfield anymore. I told you at the beginning of the season, what's my big thing? Rodgers can't throw downfield anymore, and he can't. He can't. The Jets didn't have one pass yesterday more than 10 yards. And this is Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, man. You're not trying to make it work with a couple of Jags that we don't even know who the number one wide receiver is. You're talking about two of the top receivers in the game. You can't complete a pass downfield more than 10 yards.
Your long with yak was 15 yards.
No, I mean, I've seen enough of Aaron Rodgers to know that he just can't do it. He can't throw downfield. He is a diminished quarterback, and he is now trying to just keep it alive via magic. Now, maybe, and I'll give a little bit potential to that, coming back from a big injury at 40, maybe he's not at the overall strength that he would be at another year from now, but then again, he'd be 41. But I'm willing to.
Are you going to go down and do the Rosie O'Donnell speech from Beautiful Girls? You'll be 30 then, 35 then. That's not ideal, but God chooses when his time,
But the first thing is that he can't go downfield anymore, and that's a big thing. And teams know we only have to defend a certain time. They don't have to defend more than 15 yards. It's really difficult to watch him because after 10 games, I know he can't go downfield. He would have gone downfield by now if he could, but he can't.
Last time he went downfield was the red line.
The red line,
you saw Mike Williams come back at him on that.
Catching that red line touchdown yesterday.
How about that?
Hey, how about me giving you that bold prediction that Mike Williams is going to score a touchdown yesterday? Boom! I'm red hot! But, so that's the first thing about Rodgers.
Catch.
That's the first thing about Rodgers, is that I told you my biggest fear, he can't go downfield and he can't, and that's killing the Jets. He's got to get rid of the ball fast. He can't buy time like he used to. He's just not the guy, and it looks like he's done. He doesn't want to go out like this, but I'll tell you exactly how the rest of Aaron Rodgers' season and career is going to go, and you tell me if you disagree with me. Things are so really bad for the Jets. Look at them. They're trying to make it work right now with a defensive coordinator who's never had any head coaching experience. The defense is terrible. The offense can't do anything. Rodgers is realizing what it really means to be a quarterback in New York. Oh man. So this is what it means like when you don't win. This is miserable. At my worst in Green Bay, it was never like this. Yeah, welcome to New York. Now you're realizing this is what it means to be a quarterback in New York when you fail. Now the back pages of the New York Post, the Daily News, Aaron Rodgers, false savior, all these things. Now you understand how bad it is, right?
You're Aaron Rodgers. You're on the front page too. Bookending.
He's understanding. Boy, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. So what's going to happen?
They're going to miss the playoffs for the next 20 years.
Wow,
Okay,
you got a full 2 decades.
Frostberg really is just he's on it.
I mean, we've been telling you this ever since you guys signed him, and you just wouldn't believe it.
If you could start
we told you everything that's unfolding with Rodgers.
You could start like a new social media, and instead of Twitter, say, listen, you only get 30 characters.
You just wouldn't. You thought we were piling on the Jets. That you thought we just hated your team. No, we were telling you exactly how it went.
No, you do. But you do though. You do hate my team.
Well, it's not. But the two are not necessarily mutually exclusive. I mean, both things can be true.
But here's what's going to happen. He's not going to play the rest of the season because this is unlike anything he's ever experienced. It's more negative than he ever expected it to be. He'll play a few more weeks and then some kind of injury, and he'll be shut down for the rest of the season, and he's not going to play. And it's going to be a combination of the team, Rodgers knowing that this is done, and he doesn't want to hurt whatever he could do in the future more by playing. So what's going to happen then is that he's going to sit, and then in the off season, he's going to look around and go, okay, I need to get out of here. This is awful, and it's an easy out for the Jets and him contract-wise. He doesn't want to end like this, but then again, you don't always get to pick your ending, and if you can't throw the ball, you can't throw the ball. But what he's going to do is he will find a right time to go out for the Jets where like, hey, if this is my last game in the NFL, this is it. Like, I'm going to go out on an upswing. If they beat the beat the Dolphins in the game, he throws a couple of touchdowns, and the Jets are 4-12, 4-11, whatever it is. But that's when he's going to be out, and he's going to have a great ending because that's going to be how I end. And then in the off season, he's going to look around, and if there is a team that feels, hey, we can make Aaron Rodgers into we need a guy for a year or so, and what we think we can win, we're not going to get a quarterback in that time, but we like what Aaron Rodgers does in the offense we have. We can take advantage of what he can do. If he can't throw the ball all the way downfield, that's okay, because that's not the offensive system we have. We know we can make it work, and Rodgers will go there for a year. It's kind of like when Favre went to the Jets. He really didn't want to go there. He wanted to get to the Vikings, but the Packers wouldn't trade him there. Right. So he did a year with the Jets, then retired, and then went to the Vikings where he wanted to be, and was there for 2 years. So that's kind of what Rodgers will do. He will then look around and say, okay, is any team in that boat where I can come in as a starter for a year, and then that will be it, because I don't want to end this way if I don't have to. And if there's a team out there that says, yes, come in, you're our guy, he'll go. But if not, he will retire. So you got to realize that how many more games can we really see Aaron Rodgers play football in the NFL? Maybe it's 3 or 4. Because the possibility exists. You get to the end, and rest of the 31 other NFL teams, or 30 because he's not going back to the Packers, but 30 teams are going to go, yeah, we're pretty good. Maybe there's a team. Maybe there's a one team, and it's kind of like Brady. All right, well, we still, even though he's a little bit diminished, we can win, and Rodgers can sell himself like I'm Brady leaving New England, but I can't go back here because this is awful, man. I got to get out of this Jets thing is not working, and he goes somewhere for a year, but if not, he retires. That's how the rest of Aaron Rodgers' year and career is going to go.
Yeah, but that's part of the way Aaron Rodgers ended up a Jet was I can go have another act. Look what Matt Stafford was able to do, getting out of Detroit and heading to the Rams. Look what Brady had done. Brady could still throw the football. Brady had personality conflict with the coach/GM, but there was nothing saying he was a diminished asset in terms of playing football. Aaron Rodgers coming off an injury, and he can't get it done with superstars. And they've gone out and gotten all of his guys back-to-back year. Now, you could argue about the merits of bringing in Lazard. He's on IR. Or Randall Cobb last year. Doing a great job in the first year as a broadcaster, by the way. I enjoyed listening to him. But his handpicked guy was his OC. All of that stuff, and he's been terrible. What the hell team is looking around going, you know what? Let's bring that surly SOB in here.
You never know where coaches might wind up. You never know where coaches might wind up. We're in a case. Look at the Bucks, right? Go back to when Brady. They had Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston was a dynamic quarterback, but boy, he threw too many interceptions. We need somebody to come in here, and we have a lot of good players. We need someone to come in and lead this team.
Yeah, but who can push the ball and can be efficient. And most of the time, Rodgers is still efficient. He just can't push the ball.
Right,
you had Godwin and Evans standing there.
Right, but Brady couldn't throw the ball at the end. Like how far could Tom Brady throw the football his last couple of years in Tampa Bay? Not far.
A lot further than Aaron Rodgers.
No, dude, I don't know. Go look at that NFC Championship game against the Packers when he couldn't even throw the ball 40 yards.
Nico was throwing stakes further than Aaron Rodgers yesterday.
But it's also not just a matter of uncorking the deep ball. It's about timing. It's about routes or whatever. And your guy certainly doesn't have that at his disposal.
Right, but if it's an offense like Tua has in Miami, okay, that might work, right? Because he just chucks it up, and guys run under it, So there's an offense out there that someone can say, hey, we design it around him. We have a really short window. We can't draft a quarterback. Let's go with this for a year, right? That could absolutely happen.
Well,